Gardens. Nothing like the fan game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Saquon Barkley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Completes it to Samuel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. That's caught by Waller out left side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jones, off play action. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 32 on the play.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now it's Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now Jones on first down. And now the rookie's free. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this one through the uprights and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Throwing after the interception, Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. 7-7, our score after one. Here's Jones throwing on first down. Airing this. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you get play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. This is Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. And this is no good as well. He's missed twice now, and that's the difference in this ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big play there for the Dolphins. 45 yards on the ground. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hines. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now Jones. Flush to his right. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Get ready. Get ready.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards. And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two.
Let's go, D.
And now we've got a man a little jumpy here. Maybe trying to block the extra point. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed two, but this one is good. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Jones now to throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Fielded at the 43. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tanner Muse. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield. but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
To throw on third down, Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones airing this one out for Evans. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They run the counter. Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run with Hines. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Jones on 3rd and 2. He's got Evans. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Michael Pittman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 10. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyler Higbee. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Rodgers, operating from the gun.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
This is Hines. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Hines. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check. 53.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggle. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll move the chains.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now. But that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Going for the deep ball. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Again, they're going to go with Boone. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. On 1st down, boom. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Every now and then, you hope some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let them have that opportunity.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Let's get it together, defense.
And he's got Rome. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top for the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers to throw once more. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
They'll keep it on the ground. Boom. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Right, 18.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, They now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters. Every 4 games and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing